So my name's Tracey McEwan. I'm the Service Coordinator for Tarff Valley. So within my role, I oversee the pre-apprenticeship programme, coordinate short courses on farm, ATV, telehandler, tractor skills tests. So if you just keep entering it, Rebecca, I'll catch up. So I predominantly liaise with partners, including developing young workforce, Lantra, SQA and SDS. So previous to working at Tarff, I was an assessor, internal verifier and freelance trainer. So came to Tarff 2019 and I oversee all of the above. So predominantly the roles that we promote, onto the next slide, Rebecca, on-farm roles are tractor person, dairy herd manager, milker, calf rearer, stock person. We are working with farmers at the minute to try and get more information on the variety of roles that's out there. So we're encouraging young people to go into the farm in these programmes. So on to the next slide, Rebecca. There are a variety of other roles that are on farm that students could go into, as in a vet, animal nutrition, agronomist, into milk recording, driving lorries, manufacturing worker, lab assistant scientists in your Galloway Creamery, Ribbon Glen, Arla, all these jobs are within there. So if we go on to the next slide, we're going to talk about what else we do. So we have an agriculture assessor who is now delivering a National Progression Award SCQF 5 curriculum within the timetable in our senior phase at school. So that's S4 to S6. We are asking kids to go onto 1 day a week work experience. And from that 1 day work experience, they're learning about all the job roles that you do in farm. However, they are supported with the assessor, guided through the standards set by the awarding body. They will have a mentor on place. And then on a specific time of the week, they'll have 2 periods of timetable for theory. So the theory is looking at the underpinning knowledge of the agri sector, the career job roles, and linking it all to the units within the National Progression Award. So we do short case videos of students within farms that you can see on our kind of YouTube channel. However, Tarff Valley also look at employability skills, so the soft skills that they need for the workplace, and that's like time management, are they attending, you know, how are they communicating in that workplace environment. And within that, we also have higher educational students who maybe have a gap within their timetable. They'll look at, for example, they would like to do nutrition, so they would go out onto farm, work with the dairy herd manager, research a wee bit of that, but actually they can use that reflection and qualification when they're doing their college or university application. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next slide now, and I hope it works, Rebecca, because I think you have a wee video. So we'll let you play the video and then I'll come back after the video stops. So that was a wee snapshot of some of the pupils out on their work experience and what they do and what areas they're in. So we'll move on now and have a chat about the pre-apprenticeship programme. So Tarff manage a 26-week work paid experience. So we employ the individual and then place them on a mentor farm that they can travel safely to. I support them with weekly visits, looking at the employability skills side of things, and then they will have a mentor who works directly with them on a daily basis, going through tasks and activities that they'll do on farm. Again, I ensure that communication's there, they're not using their phone, different things like that, and we will tailor development plans to every individual. So for example, if you were on a sheep farm, we would give you ATV training because you would need the ATV training to go out and gather the sheep in, whereas on a dairy farm you may want to do a short course as in hoof trimming. So the plans for that individual are tailored for that individual to get the best out of that workplace and the training that's relevant to them. So again, Rebecca, we have another wee video that I'll let you play, and this is some of our pre-apprentices on placement. So that was 4 of our pre-apprentices actually doing their tractor training. So as you can see, it's not just about driving a tractor. The training that we give to these students, it's ensuring that they're safe within the placement. So they'll do 3-point linkage, PTO shaft, they'll learn to drive the tractor safely, and then they're set within obstacles that they have to pass. So all the training they're given before they actually get into placement, so we can ensure that they have a better work experience when they go into the farm. Following on for the progression of that pre-apprenticeship, 75% of Tarff pre-apprentices will go into a modern apprentice in agriculture. So that's where they'll enter full-time employment, so they're still earning while they learn. We have to ensure they're following the Agricultural Wages Board. So predominantly modern apprentices will get a lot more than the £6.53 an hour, so we will work with the farmer on that. They will also do on-farm qualification, so that's an SQS, CQF level 5 or 6, where the assessor will visit on-farm, assess competence and deliver underpinning knowledge sessions and lectures. So they'll get support for visits from that assessor, and again, depending on what training they haven't done, they can then enhance more training throughout the modern apprentice, as we're trying to upskill all these young people with the underpinning knowledge, but obviously when they're on a farm, we're actually upskilling that farmer as well. So because they're learning how to work with a young person, what's the up-to-date legislation changes, etc., etc. And again, that has been very successful. So we have a wee video, one of the students that completed the pre-apprenticeship and is now in full-time employment. So I'll let you play that one, Rebecca.
The pre-apprenticeship, it's given me a lot of opportunities to do certain courses, and one that I'm going on is a foot trimming course, which will help me know more about feeding and to fix lameness in the cows, which is a big problem in some places. The favourite part of my job is probably driving the tractors and all the mechanical stuff, because that's where I'm most interested. I'm looking forward to going back to my school to promote the pre-apprenticeship programme, as that's the best way that I like learning, is a hands-on environment, learning as I go, because I didn't like school very much, and it's really helped me build my experience, and hopefully I can show this to other students from my school and try and encourage them to do something like what I've done. I must get on with spreading the slurriest times pressure around here.
So So that's what we do here at Tarff Valley, and if Rebecca moves on to the next slide, that will give you all my information. So I'm quite happy to share this information with anybody. My email address is up on the screen at the minute, and so is my mobile number, so I can take any questions or feel free to contact me direct. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Tracey. That was really, really interesting, especially really focusing in on that career pathway aspect. I think one of the questions we were asked earlier on, which would be really relevant to this, obviously with the apprenticeships, is what age do the apprenticeships actually start? Because some people are asking for school leavers when they're 15 turning 16. So can people get out for the risk assessment and the work aspect? Are people allowed to go out onto farms at the ages of 15 and 16 and get that key experience at that age?
If you look at it, you're not technically allowed to be employed till you're 16 on a farm, and that's regulated obviously with the health and safety. So in a lot of courses that we deliver for apprentices, the apprentice has to be 16 as well. So your ATV, telehandler, tractor, first aid, they must be 16 to go into that. So usually what we would do is we would work along with the school, and the school may put them out in some work experience. So they'll do maybe a one-day work experience through the school and apply for the pre-apprenticeship or modern apprenticeship. So when they're 16, they can then make that transition over safely into the apprenticeship.
That's perfect. So it does sound like there is a lot out there for those from the age of 16. You don't have to wait until you are 18. It seems that there's a lot of opportunities. And if somebody was interested in one of these opportunities, like the pre-apprenticeship or the modern apprenticeship, if they got in contact with you, would you be able to help them find somewhere locally to set that up for them?
Yeah, as you know, Tarff Valley's a cooperative, and we've got 1,400 members. All these members actually own Tarff, so they have investments in it. So it's easy for us to find a placement for any individual, and we try and accommodate as close to where that person stays, because we do know that travel is an issue. One of the things is we rely on parents a wee bit much, or but we say never let that put you off, because going to a farm, you don't know what size of farm it will be. Even if it is 20 minutes away, I will work with that farmer. It may be there's another worker that will be passing your door anyway and can give you a lift in the morning. So, but we do try and get that young person as close as possible, and it's easy. We have way too many farmers looking for young people, so we need the young people to come forward now. So also, Rebecca, one of our positives is we are a training provider, but we have a roll-on programme. So if that kid's 16 in February, we would get them onto an apprentice when they're 16 in February. We don't have to wait to the next summer, because if we wait for 4 or 5 months down the line, we may lose that kid to another area. And we don't want to do that. We need to showcase the careers that are out there within agri. It's not just about going onto a farm and doing the dirty jobs. Lots of really interesting jobs out there for kids leaving school, 16, 17, 18, whatever.